just about set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And, Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. D. Winters there to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit-and duck for this pass rush.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Niners is Sky Moore. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
2nd and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
49er 1st down. 1st and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short. Gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Jones. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 2-yard line.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 0.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cox. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Open man there, it is Bourne. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs.
It is brought in the end zone. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Seahawks 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. He tore Gross Matos in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Walker. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
In on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to cut. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play for Seattle. 59 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Walker. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. And that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Marcus Lawrence on the start. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, 49ers.
A gain of 18 on the play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
12 more yards.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
A gain of 12.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
2-yard loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
10 yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Upton Stout in for that tackle.
7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. He'll step up and run. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully. And it's a first
It's
down.
a gain of 14 yards.
And that's the problem with playing man coverage. There's just not enough eyes on the quarterback. Everyone has their eyes on their receiver that they're matched up with, and he's able to pick up that first down with his legs.
Darnold to throw on first down. He'll rotate Cup.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 4. Darnold. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Shaheed with the catch. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's good for us.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter from the 1-yard line. First down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Still second down.
Purdy now on second down. Pass caught by Pearson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's blocked by McCaffrey. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Gain of 10 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Open man is Jennings. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down by Upton Stout. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. This is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player. But tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
To throw on first down is Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Darnold now to throw. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll get about 2. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Upton Scout in for that tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Like, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
On the ground, Charbonnet. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle by Jordan Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second and 8. To throw is Darnold. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing third and 3. Quick throw right side. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll do so with first and 10. will send a tight end in motion right. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Throw right side. He's got Tonjes. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Motion man is the tight end going right. They run once more with McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 31.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Nick Emmanwori is there to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers have tied it at 17.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So, the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Shaheed now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. First and 10. This one snagged by Smith and Jigba. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
2nd down and 3. A handoff, running left is Walker. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We're back to Seattle after this. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Here's Saul, the man in motion. 1st and 10 for Purdy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Third and short. That's caught by Bourne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Again in the air for Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall.
Complete to Ricky Pearsall. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 on the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will tie this game up here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
So, the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Now, Darnold. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Throw on the run is the yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Niners first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They run on the jet sweep, and that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy now on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
First and 10 now from the 36. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Up brings it in left side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Darnold now to throw, and on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
A 52-yard attempt.
Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21
Able
yards.
to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, 49ers.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get forward to about the 42. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of the football.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's second and 2. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Another 49er first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
They'll look to set up the screen here. To the pylon, he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Seahawks 23.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Here's Darnold. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Etor Gross-Matos getting in for the sack, and that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. Philippe sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long. But in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Purdy. A very quick throw there, but he's not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd down, Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
Bit of a risky decision there to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, but that's why it's so important that these guys can be active as runners after the catch. It's become a big part of NFL football, and a great example why here.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. He's got a man. That's Kittle.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. A give for McCaffrey running right. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Leonard Williams. He gets in to drop there. It's a loss of 8.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the secondary. It's clear the offense was trying to put some layers and take a deep shot to pick up this first down, but with nowhere to go, the quarterback's got no choice but to check the ball down. They do a great job tackling in space and keeps him short of the first down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That is incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up with the jet sweep. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion is Barner. Darnold to throw on 2nd down. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now, Darnold. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Yeah. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, 49ers.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run here with Walker. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This time the slanting becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Darnold to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Moore to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Throwing is Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. Darnold to throw on first down. That is caught downfield by Cup. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That one good for 29.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Makes it third and 2.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over once again.
26-yard line.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 31, here is second down and 5. Off the play fake, Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Third and short. Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. First and 10. Here comes Walker. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
In motion is Barner. Darnold. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Niners' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. On play action, here's Darnold. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Etor Gross-Matos. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try it now with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Walker. Fighting for the marker. He loses the football. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose? And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now, 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. From the gun, it's Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's second down and 3. Here's Saul, the man in motion. On second down, Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
First and 10 for Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. The clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Here comes second down. Throwing again is Purdy. The Niners use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
7 yards. And it's third down. Third and 9.
No louder place than here in Seattle before third down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The 49ers out to punt this one. Important punt here in this tie game late. That's fielded at about the 18. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out. And we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll go play action with Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, we see quarterbacks sometimes, they don't want to admit defeat. They want to extend these plays as long as possible, but you got to know when the party's over. Throw it away, live for the next snap. The last thing you want to do is put the ball in harm's way.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's complete. He's got Huff. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Seattle.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Here's Darnold again. Shaheed with the catch. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Walker. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. To give credit to the defense, they were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down. Of course, they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So, the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready for this next possession.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A gift, and here comes Robinson. He's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Back to the air is Purdy. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Here's Purdy again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Purdy gonna put it up again. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On second down, Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down, and that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. Third down and 3. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to extend the overtime. The kick is good. Under pressure, he delivers. And we continue on. Now it's next score wins here in overtime. So, the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
This is a great example here, Mike, of just the value and the importance teams place on 1st and 2nd down. Teams call them early downs, where it's not just live and die by 3rd down anymore. Those days are kind of over. You have to stay ahead of the change. You have to stay efficient on 1st and 2nd down. If not, you end up in 3rd and a mile, and even after that nice pickup, still brings up 4th down.
The Niners offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. To throw on 1st down is Purdy, who else another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Robinson hit. He's moved the ball. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So even though they...
And now, since we are in overtime, all challenges come from the replay officials. So we will get another look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On 2nd down, Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On third down, it's Robinson. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Defensively, you earn that type of play. It's third and short. You expect the offense to convert on most of those chances. Not only do they deny them, they hand them a pretty significant loss.
The 49ers out for the punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. This one, returnable. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Darnold to throw on first down. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 46, here's second and 5. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.